Welcome back to the PC Game Picker. I played Juno New Origins in the last episode, and it was not particularly good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we have next. For those who did not watch my first dev video, obviously there's been a little bit of a a fresh coat of paint. It's not a good coat of paint put onto this this thingy bob here, so this is going to look wild in a moment if you hadn't watched the dev video, but whatever, I'm experimenting with fun new themes. So let's hit start. And let's hit stop. In Other Waters, continuing a pretty solid pattern of games where I've never even heard of them, so that's cool. Let's have a look at what this is on the Steam install page. I've forgotten the name already. In Other Waters, there we go. In Other Waters, this is... I don't know what this is. We have some... It looks something to do with the ocean. 700 megabytes large. It was in the IGF Audience Choice Awards. And there's some news about celebrating 2 years of In Other Waters with a picture of Citizen Sleeper. We announced the release date for Jump Over the Ages. Next game, Citizens... Oh, okay, so this was the game that they made, this studio made before Citizen Sleeper. That's got me a little more interested. I've not played Citizen Sleeper, but I heard really good things about it when it came out. So, yeah. Interesting. Let's get this installed. Okay, let's play In Other Waters. If you notice that it says a minute of playtime there, that's because I tried starting it just now and forgot to hit record. So, here we go. Let's crank that up to a 4K display. Click or press A to start. I would like a new game. And I'll start the timer. I like the ambiance so far. It's a really nice visual along with some nice music. Ooh. I did not expect science fiction-y stuff. Continue with boot. Yes. Oh, I see. Okay. So it looks like you can respond in positive and negative, so I'm going to respond positive. I have to say, this looks clean so far. Okay, so we've got access to some stuff. Let's do a scan and topography. Heading. Depth. Utilities. Sampling, sample storage, terminal and retrieval seem to be installed. Okay, power and O2. I am not. We need to head north. I'm getting the impression it's going to be one of those games where I have to read a lot, so I might not be overly chatty. Okay, we seem to have some control. What does this triangle button do? That sets something over there. Oh, okay, then we can move there. Let's keep heading north. So we're going up there. It's fine. So then we click up there. So there's some dots over here doing something. Those spores, and those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life. Okay, so we've discovered the first ever alien life on another planet. Let's go up to... let's not go up to that, let's go to this place. Try to get a scan of some creatures. What, these creatures? Ah, here we go. Okay, let's go this way. Maybe we can sample one of the larger ones. Maybe we can. Let's get the sampling utility up and running. So I need to do what? Go like this. Hit that. Then what? Do a sample? Which one's the sampling utility? Ah, here we go. Hold and drag it over to the central compass. Sure, why not? Maybe. Yeah, let's keep moving. How do I keep moving? Can I turn the sample off? There we go. Okay. Let's go this way. Sure, you can ask me something. Why not? I do not understand what you are saying. I don't want it to know that I'm a sentient AI. Christ, that could cause issues. Right, let's go. And then we'll have another scan. What's that then? Can I get a sample of that? Doesn't look like it. There really is a lot of reliance upon your imagination with playing this. Okay, where are we off to next? Once again, can I do a sample? I want to sample something. Doesn't seem to make me, well, let me sample anything. That's fine. We'll just continue on our way. Ah, a good sample candidate. I was just thinking I wanted to sample something. Who are we talking about? This fella? Or you? Who was the good sample candidate? I don't know. Or do we need to actually get into... Maybe we have to get in amongst them all. Nope, vector is blocked. Oh, I can sample something. That'll do. Go ahead and sample that, please. Sample of chitinous membrane from a stalk. Could be useful if we need to boost our power. Drag them onto the power panel. Okay, so let's take one back to base and use one for power. I need to capture you and drag you onto my power. There we go. Continuing on. Alright, well, I'm starting to realise I don't need to move this thing every time I want to move somewhere. It looks like we've potentially hit a dead end, have we? Or no, seemingly we're okay to go down here. And then we can go down. Ooh, new bit of map. Okay. I should keep that up, really, shouldn't I, the sample thing, just in case it pops with something. Hello? I'm looking for samples. Surely this area is going to give me a sample. Yeah, get on. Gives a sample. That gave me a spherical gas-filled membrane produced by stalks. Deploy one by a blocked tunnel. I assume it means there. Ah, make them all shrink. You're right, I am wondering where we're heading. Let's go up. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, let's get moving. I will pop over to this one first. Nothing there. Got myself a couple of things to pick up. Make that a few things to pick up. And they are all spherical gas-filled membrane produced by stalks. So they're all shrill sacs. So that one's called a stalk bark. That's the one that gives me power. Oh, I see. That's power, that's O2. So if I were to drag this onto my oxygen, that would also fill my oxygen up, presumably. That's fine. Okay, I want to keep this one for the minute. I don't want to bung it into power yet. No samples up here. Let's pop down to this one first. I'm assuming... Could I lob one of these down here? I could. Okay, well, let's go back up this way. I don't want to go too far off the beaten path at the moment. Not really sure where we're supposed to be going. Ah, scannables. Or samplables. There's another few shrill sacks. I recall being told to go north, so that's kind of my modus operandi at the minute. Alright, we're through. This place is overwhelming, so many new species. This is the Central Reef. Let's just pop over there and see if there's anything to sample. Nope, nothing there. Ooh, some sort of ruins. The way station. That's a pretty cool moment, going through all of that, not really knowing where I am. Everything is very natural, and then suddenly you see this very unnatural, almost a square in the middle of the screen. Terminal is available. Spoofing user Dr. Mine Nomura. Would you like to log the download? I'll press a Y. No. Power or oxygen, apparently. Or map data. The Bloom, out across the Northern Rift. She's been going back and forth to something there, studying it, a unique species perhaps. Minai, what were you doing here? Why were you keeping this discovery from the world and from me? And I'm talking to myself again. Let's head back to the research base. With this way station operational, we can call in the base's retrieval drone from the utility panel. Ooh, the utility panel. This drone will be able to pick us up from any area we've got map data for. Let's head to the base. I've got a lot to figure out. Okay, so we can link. And request retrieval. you back online, yes. Okay, let's head down to the lab. Go to the dive map, click over here. Base has detected a suit transponder at these coordinates. Could this be Minai? We'll have to head into the East Reef to find out. No, don't go to any of there. I wanted to go to... Did I want to go somewhere? Not the hab. The lab? That's 30 minutes. Okay. So let's talk about In Other Waters. First 30 minutes. It is a very obviously simple game, as you would expect from an indie team that seems to be mostly one person with someone else that does the music, and I think there was a credit for additional programming as well, so a handful of people where one person is basically, this is their project. The UI is fantastic. I love how clean all of this UI is, and there is a lot being done with a little amount, and that's a really brilliant design principle in general anyway, and works really well in this. The music is great. There's nothing like exciting going on, but it is a very relaxing, very tranquil, just kind of pulls you into the experience. I genuinely, in this 30 minutes, found myself quite lost in the moment of just the combination of the music and the conversations. Well, very one-sided conversation going on between the actual user and the suit, which is me apparently. I quite like the idea that you either can't respond or you can only respond in positive and negatives. That's interesting. I wonder if they'll do some quite interesting things with the dialogue in that regard. This seems like a hub area where you get like a kind of XCOM-esque base to do things in. Obviously I've not managed to get a chance to do much with it yet. Cool simulation stuff. You've got to manage your oxygen, you've got to manage your power. Yeah, the exploration part of the game, the actual like moment-to-moment gameplay, is not particularly interesting. It's, well, let me rephrase that. It's not my cup of tea. It's a little too slow and piecemeal and very high level for my personal liking. But as I said, the ambiance definitely brought me in. The UI is... I love this UI. This is... I mean, the colour choices, the bold lines, it's just so... And all the animations as well, just so good. Just there's something just so satisfying about watching this. Let's find an example. Look at that, where that circle fills up. Whoop. Oh, yeah, there's something very satisfying about all of this, and the way it's just like floating from level to level. Yeah, this is a lot of work has gone. This is one of those games where a lot of work has gone into the minutiae, which makes such a difference with this kind of level of product. So yeah, I'm sold. I think this is a really interesting and good indie game, based on the first 30 minutes. That being said, as I've said before, not necessarily my cup of tea. I'm not sure if this is a lengthy game or not. I'm going to have a quick look over on the second screen here at how long to beat and see if it is listed in there. In Other Waters. So 5 hours for the main story, completionist 8.5 hours. So would I be interested in playing this for 5 hours? Depends how interesting the story gets, I suppose. But I would certainly not be opposed to 2 to 3 hours in it. And by the time you get to there, maybe the extra couple of hours is just welcome at that point. I don't know. Yeah, this is a weird one because I really like everything about it. I just don't think it's my kind of game. But yeah, I must admit I'm quite taken by this. I'm very surprised in a positive way, and I think that probably came across with how quiet I've been throughout this entire video. So yeah, this solid 4 out of 5 intro for me. I think first 30 minutes, 4 out of 5. Brilliant effort. I'm gonna go to the extra effort of going to the store page here to see who the developer is. Jump Over the Age. So yeah, fantastic job, and you can see here like 9.5 out of 10. Bestest best from Rock Paper Shotgun. Yeah, okay, so very positive. Other people seem to be of the same opinion. This is why I avoid going to review pages in general before I try these games in this series, because I don't want to be influenced in any even subconscious way by knowing that people either really like it or really hate it. But yeah, seeing that this has got a very positive response makes me happy, because I think I'm in the same boat. So yeah, as I said, 4 out of 5. Happy days. That was great. I may play more of this. We'll see. So yeah, really good. See you next time.